Welcome back. Recently, I spoke with comedian Jo Firestone all about her new special called Good Timing. She taught a class at a local senior center about comedy with seniors, and then they got up and performed in front of a live audience. Really fun conversation with Jo, and she actually brought on one of the seniors that performed with her. Let's take a look. During her weekly class at the Greenwich House Senior Center, comedian Jo Firestone teaches comedy to a group of seniors who prove to be more provocative, political, and unfiltered on stage than off. This hilarious and heartwarming special, Good Timing with Jo Firestone, follows Jo's comedy workshop as she prepares these ageless comics for the first live stand-up show. Jo is here with us today with senior Alix Elias. Thank you so much, both of you, for being here. How are you?
Good.
We're doing good.
How are you?
Doing great, and I'm excited to hear more about this. Jo, let's start with you. Tell me about the special.
Well, it's we all meet. We've been on Zoom every week since March of 2020. So this was the first time a lot of us saw each other in person, and it was really fun and exciting. And then we put on a show 4 days later, and it turned out pretty good.
And Alix, you are a participant in these classes. Tell me more.
Yes. Well, I actually just signed up for it on a whim. I saw it in an email from the senior center, and I thought it was about writing comedy, so I thought that would be a good idea. I didn't realize we were going to have to actually get up and perform stand-up, but I had a little bit of experience with stand-up a few years ago. I was in LA doing a television series, and I started doing a little stand-up because they were hiring stand-up comedians to be on sitcoms. So I thought, oh, well, I'll do that. Of course, I was already on a sitcom, but you're always working for your next job. So I didn't stick with it because I really am an actress, and so an acting job would come along and I would abandon the whole stand-up business. And it is really something I think you need to keep going, right, Jo? I mean, you need to keep doing it. It's like anything.
But you've started and stopped, and you were incredible. You were really incredible on the show.
Thank you. But the nice thing about the show that we did, as opposed to real stand-up, like real stand-up, you're in the middle of nowhere. It's 3 a.m. because you're a woman. They don't put you on till the end. Then you have to get home. I mean, it was just awful. And then you'd be totally out for the whole rest of the day the next day. So, in fact, I was doing a series and the producer had done stand-up. And I said, why did you stop? And he said, it's the lifestyle. So he couldn't act the lifestyle. And he was a guy.
Mm-hmm.
But, and you're always in bars with, lots of drunk people. And it can be a kind of intimidating atmosphere, but this type of stand-up, we were, what was it, 2 p.m. or something like that? We did this show. That's a first for me. No, I said a matinee. It's like a matinee.
Yeah, it sounds like such a positive experience, and I'm curious, Jo, what made you decide to offer these classes and do this at a senior center?
Well, I walked by and I saw that there was a senior center, and I'm a comedian professionally, and I didn't have any work coming up, and I had a lot of free time, and I thought I could teach a class. And then, I thought, maybe it'd go on for a couple weeks, but then the pandemic hit and we just kept going, and I met all these really wonderful people, and it's been a great experience. We're still meeting every Monday.
She's a wonderful teacher.
Thanks, Alix.
Oh, it's true.
Well, and Alix, what else did you enjoy about this special, and how did you get over your nerves of having to do stand-up comedy?
Well, for me anyway, it's always really nerve-wracking. You're waiting, and it's coming up, and what I do, because I'm an actor, is I essentially write a monologue and memorize it. I think a lot of comedians, they just work it off the top, or what's happening that day, which I really admire. So I was really extremely nervous, but it worked out. and everybody, I think, was nervous. I mean, I think a lot of these people had probably never been on the stage up in front of an audience like that. I mean, some of them obviously had, but many of them, they're just folks, you know. And I think that's really part of their appeal. It's very moving. I mean, I haven't seen the show. I've only seen the trailer, but they're not. What do you call it? They don't have a lot of barriers up in front of them and the audience. They're just who they are. And so that worked out, even though I was so nervous. I was sitting there with my fingers in my ears so that I was going over my lines like, so then you're going to say this, Alix, and then you're going to do that. And so anyway, that was my experience. So I wasn't really able to enjoy the other people that much.
Well, and
But I
Jo,
really can.
yeah, Jo, what did you learn from the seniors, and what was your favorite part about working with them and working on this special?
Yeah, I think just kind of it's been really nice to learn everybody's sense of humor a little bit. Everybody's very different. I don't think anyone has the same sense of humor in the class. I think,
No.
and it's just like, it's fun to, hear what people say. It's fun to laugh on a Monday, and it's just been a great experience.
I'm so looking forward to watching this. Thank you so much, Jo and Alix, for joining us today. This special premieres Friday, October 15th on Peacock. It's called Good Timing with Jo Firestone. And thanks again, both of you, for your time today with us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.